Today we have a 2013 Toyota Corolla. We'll be replacing the fuel pump. All right, guys, so I jumped the gun a little bit just because I was checking things before I rolled out the fuel pump. So pretty much the fuel pump's gonna be located in the back here in the middle. We're gonna pick up the seat. As you can see, there's little hooks on each end of the seat there. They go directly in here on both ends, a little white piece. Just pull up directly on this side and that one, and just swing this to the side. Once you get to the cover for the fuel pump, you'll notice that it's actually held down by an adhesive, not screws like normal. So there's a little pry tool and just popped it up. This grommet I just kind of pulled out and unplugged the connector, so I could just swing this out the way. If it would, there we go. And then you'll see the two hoses for the fuel. This yellow one here, you're just gonna have to like push this outward and then pull this clip that direction there. So let's see if I can do it with one hand. But pretty much you see it popped out, you get the gist, just pull it out. And same with this one, just kind of lift up on this end here and then pull from the middle. So you can see there's a little notch upward, and pretty much after that we'll expose the ring here to get the fuel pump out. All right, also my two hoses are removed. You see this one here, just picked it up. So you'll kind of see like how it works there. Just kind of pick this up and pull it upward. And same with this side here, this yellow tab, I literally just wiggled it all the way out once I got it unlocked and just pulled this straight up. So now we're gonna get this ring off. Most people will just get a hammer and flathead, but since this is plastic, I'm gonna be careful with that. I have this tool that I found around here that might possibly work. If not, I believe I have another one, just can't find it right now. But just, you know, lefty loosey. But just keep in mind that there's these little tabs here. Just be sure that they don't lock in anywhere when you're trying to get it off, or else you will snap something. So let's go ahead and get this unscrewed and we'll get the fuel pump out. Okay guys, so I have the locking ring removed now. Let me mention that I did make a mark, a little yellow mark right there, here, and there, just so I know exactly how tight to go. End up finding the universal tool I was looking for. This is not the tool that's supposed to be used at all. Like, it kind of gave me problems a little bit, it slipped a bit. But I use something like this to get it off. So let me just go ahead and get all this out the way here. Oh, and this also kept getting in my way when I was twisting it off, so be careful about that. You know, it just wants to cooperate with me right now with my one hand. All right, so I got that ring out, almost out at least. All right, you get the point. And then from here, I'm just gonna remove the fuel pump completely, and as well as the seal. We're gonna replace that as well. Just pick it straight up and it should be good to go. All right, so the old one is removed. Here's the new one. Now you'll notice a little notch on the new pump. It goes directly right there. So we'll just angle it inwards so we get the float in. Push it down so it meets in there, and put the locking ring back on. All right, guys, so fuel pump's in. My mark is lined up here, so I know it pretty much went into place. Take this little cap off, push that down, reinstall this little locking clip here. Pretty much just, there's gonna be two holes, obviously you saw when we took them off. Just slide those in there, and then so it clips in on this end. Just kind of squeeze a little, make sure it's in there, and give it a little snug, see, make sure. Now this one, we have to get this, so you can kind of see it through here, over this here. So I might need both my hands, but pretty much make sure it's in there evenly. And this should actually sit all the way flush, so it's probably not catching on the other side. So let me just cut off the camera and use both my hands real quick, and I'll give you a view when I'm done. All right, I just want to give you a quick view what my problem was, why I couldn't lock this in. So if you see here, you see how this tab kind of sits right there? This one isn't. So pull it off like how I did. That little part will probably come out of that groove in there. So just make sure before you put it all in that it sits like this on both ends, and then it should snap into place. So I'm gonna fix this, put this portion into that little notch, and then see if it fits in there. Okay guys, so I fixed that little part there. Let's see if it'll snap in. Perfect, so it snapped in place. Now let's get this cover. It goes this direction with this hump outward here. So go ahead and put this connector through, plug her up, and now we're just gonna put everything back together. The grommet, you know, this part goes into this groove. we'll redo with some more adhesive, keep this in the covered down, which I mean probably don't have to, but I am. And that's pretty much it. Also, you can see a little notch here, that's where it goes. So all right, let's see if this vehicle starts, put the seat back if it does, and we'll be done. So thanks for watching, y'all. Please like, subscribe, more videos to come.